I then got my parachute ready and considered a parachute jump. And looking down from whatever it was, 5,000, 10,000 feet through thick cloud, not sure whether I was over land or sea, and knowing that people wouldn't know where I was if I did jump, I thought better of it.
That's Sir Richard Branson spoke to CBS News back in 1987 about the harrowing end to his transatlantic hot air balloon crossing. Now, this is just one of his many death-defying adventures. Can you believe he's not just done this one time? The British businessman's record-breaking journey and his trans-Pacific adventure 4 years later are the subject of a new documentary. It's called, I love this title, Don't Look Down.
It wasn't stopping rising.
Climbing or steady? Sorry, is steady or climbing?
A moment ago, you know, life felt fantastic, and now it looked like it was, you know, it wasn't. We were potentially coming to an end.
Sir Richard joins us now for an interview that you'll see first on CBS This Morning. Good morning and welcome to the table.
Morning.
We will talk about Don't Look Down in just a second, but I know you follow politics in this country. Some say we've had our own Brexit here, but I think it's important to point out that there are millions of people who are very happy this morning about the election of Donald Trump. There are still others that are in the fetal position. You were a Hillary Clinton supporter, and you wrote the other day on a blog, now is not the time to create more division. We do have to accept the outcome of this election. Where do you think America goes from here? A lot of people are doing the hula. They're very happy.
I think the President of America is also partly President of the world. And I think that people outside America are very concerned about some of the sort of global issues that have come out from this campaign. So, for instance, I believe, as I think most sane people in this world believe, that the world has a real problem with global warming. We now have a president in America who does not believe in global warming. And so business leaders worldwide are going to have to step into the breach and make sure that we continue to invest in creating thousands of jobs to try to protect our world. Otherwise, our grandchildren and even our children could have real problems. So, you know, universal health care. I mean, we have an organization trying to get universal health care to the many countries in this world that don't have it. If America get rid of universal health care, it sends a terrible example to the rest of the world. So, you know, there are, you know, I would love to be able to just say, you know, let's give him, you know, let's embrace him, give him a chance. But you know, if it turns out that these were just you know, electioneering, and he actually runs a sane administration, I'll be the first to welcome it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about your film, Don't Look Down. How did you become an adventurist?
I started by having one second-hand 747 and an airline called Virgin Atlantic, and I needed to put it on the map. So, and we did it in a fun way, sort of trying to break records. And then I got sucked into the actual challenge of, you know, trying to be the first to cross the Atlantic in a hot air balloon or the Pacific or going around the world. And it became, you know...
This is also, I'm calling you an adventurous. These are sort of death-defying attempts.
I mean, so Richard, your wife and girlfriend said this when you said, I'm going to do this regarding ballooning. I will not come to your funeral. How harrowing, if nothing else, has it been?
It was very harrowing. I mean, we had many occasions where we were facing death, and somehow we managed to wriggle out of it. But I was young then, and you know, when you're young, strangely, you'll do mad things that maybe you won't do when you're older.
Well, you're not as young as you used to be, but yet your philosophy about this still has not changed.
Now, look, I think, you know, you do only live once, and you should live life to its full. And you know, some of the most exciting moments in my life have been these adventures, and I'm now doing these adventures with my children, my adult children, and they're dragging me along. So.
Your children are into it? Because, Sir Richard, I remember a film with your young son with tears streaming down his face when he was maybe 6 or 7, cute little blonde little boy, as you were taking off. You've reckoned they're okay with it now?
I have to now watch him climbing the Matterhorn, or, you know, I mean, we've just done a 1,500-mile adventure together, going from Switzerland all the way through Italy on hiking and biking and swimming, and so I'm glad that they've got the bug and we're enjoying it together.
Don't look down is a great metaphor for many things, I think, don't you?
Yes, it is. And no, I mean, it's my son that actually made the film, and it's quite a gripping film. So hopefully people will enjoy it.
Very much
is the
looking
word.
forward to it.
Yeah,
Yes.
great to
Thank
have
you.
you.
So, Richard, thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And Don't Look Down is playing in select theaters and on demand.